So last game we're going to pick, not a high-profile game, but a very important game in the Big 12. Baylor and Kansas State. Kansas State coming off a very huge win against, I believe it was Eastern Kentucky, where they won by 3 points. Then somehow go down to Miami and beat the Hurricanes.
And look great.
I
look
know.
like K-State of like 13 years ago. They look great.
Go figure. And then we've got my Heisman candidate pick right now, Robert Griffin, going against that Kansas State defense.
Yeah, I think Robert Griffin's going to have a big game.
He is. When
He's going to be styling and profiling. I'm going Baylor Bears, 33-9. I
am going Baylor Bears as well. I've got nothing else to say. 43-17.
Yeah.
Well, he's just going to improve his Heisman stock. That's about it.
It's going to be a good game, but yeah, I think Baylor is going to.
Does it look like Chuck has Chuck Long growing out of his belly?
It sure looks like that. I felt like Quado last week when we were watching that, and yeah, Chuck Long's just kind of hello.
Hey, do we have enough battery power there?
I think so.
Okay, good. Not that it's going to matter. We're going to be off here anyway in about 3 minutes.
Absolutely. Well, I've got to make sure we have plenty of battery power. We've got great fantasy picks to give.
Yes, great fantasy picks. Do you have a fantasy pick?
I do. And Heather Locklear.
Oh, that's a fantasy pick.
And but for football, now last week, just to recap, I've been kind of all over the board, and I'm trying to pick someone who maybe isn't starting for a team, but might be a good flex player, maybe start if someone else is on a bye week or struggling. I went with Cam Newton, and he struggled. He looked like we had been thinking he was going to look, and especially against Jacksonville, which was kind of odd. This week,
Jacksonville has a pretty good defense.
Except the week before, and I got caught up in all that hype with the Jets and with Cam Newton having a big game. Other than that, they're not bad. They looked real good first week.
Well, from what I've read, their defense is not. They've only allowed one rushing touchdown all year long, and I think no running back is averaging more than 3 yards, or the running backs aren't averaging more than 3 yards a carry against them. So that's good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I just made something up.
Well, that's even better.
I didn't make up the stats. I just made up the argument. Yeah, I made up the argument. So, a decent argument.
I'm going against the grain this week. I'm going with Eric Decker, wide receiver for Denver Broncos. Here's why. Eric Decker going against Green Bay, 3 o'clock game. I'm going to say 10 catches. I don't think he's going to have any touchdowns because he's Eric Decker, but I am going to say 10 catches, 122 yards. What do you say?
I'm sorry, but this is crazy. Eric Decker. Who heard of Eric Decker before this year?
Well, just us that live around here and followed him when he was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And he didn't play in the bowl game.
But
otherwise,
who knows Eric Decker except for the Denver Broncos having wide receiver issues, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was going to go with Nelson from the Buffalo Bills. Another wide receiver that no one would even know about if it wasn't for the issues with Robert Parrish and the wide receivers at Buffalo. That's why I was laughing.
You mean Roscoe
Parrish? Robert?
The Chief.
Like I said, no one cares about these wide receivers.
From Boston Celtics to Buffalo Bills.
Robert Parrish. He can dunk a basketball.
Yeah. You think Tony Gonzalez can jam the ball over the uprights? You wait till
Robert
52-year-old Robert Parrish.
Hey, I told you were going to get some type of funny thing coming out today. But no, that's a good pick, Decker. Nelson, might as well.
Like it. Yeah.
You know, we got some underdogs going for you.
Yeah, add that to your flex. Pick them up. You still got time, I'm sure.
You know what? I'm going to say that 98% of the people watching who are in leagues, which means like 3 people, do not have either of those available in their leagues.
Because someone's already scooping them
Exactly.
Up. Well, if you can't get them, trade for them.
Yeah.
Or if you just have them on your team because you're our local and you're like, hey, I might want to have this guy.
If you know that Texas beat Kansas We will give you Eric Decker.
We'll make a trade. I got Eric Decker starting.
This has been by far the craziest CyHawk Thoughts show so far. Absolutely. I'm sure they'll get crazier at times. I'm sure they'll be more serious at times. I'm sure we'll have a guest show up at times.
Yeah, and if you can count how many times they said absolutely tonight, we'll give you a prize for that too. Now, you can find us, again, at
CyHawkThoughts on Twitter.
Yeah.
At caffeinatedthoughts.com. There you'll see our shows and our articles. And also, give us a shout out and email us at CyHawkThoughts@yahoo.com. I bet you did not say absolutely as many times as Kirk Fretz says certainly in any of his interviews. Have you ever noticed that before?
Then absolutely.
When you were listening to him on his media conference or post game, well, Coker certainly has had some fumble problems, but certainly is doing what he can to take care of that. He needs to be better on the field, and certainly he's showing that in practice.
That sounds like the home drinking game, if that would be someone's desire. Maybe the CyHawk Thoughts drinking game could be. Last week it would have been kudos.
Yeah.
This week, absolutely.
I was trying to do a game with Kirk Fretz, but I was driving home, and I was putting up a finger for every time he said certainly. I was driving with my knee before on. So, that should do it today.
Excellent. I'm going to change up whatever I was going to say there. Probably absolutely. Hey, thanks again. We couldn't do a show without all our great fans. Appreciate it. You've got some homework to do and get back to us this week. Boy, big week 6 coming up also. I don't want to wish away week 5 because there's just some great games this weekend, but week 6 is going to be a lot of fun. Yes, it's going to be a big show.
Hopefully I'm in a good mood from a Texas victory.
Absolutely.
Paxton Bennett, prize will be on the way. Thanks again for getting in touch with us. Sayonara from CyHawk Thoughts.
That's Steve Myers. I'm Chuck Utek. Good night and good luck, America.
And you too, Yugoslavia.